First up, father of two killed at family get-together. The police are probing the murder of a 25-year-old father of two, which occurred last night at a family get-together at the Edward Village, West Bangladesh. That is Riaz Mohammed, called Boy, a fisherman of Section A, the Edward Village. The man had his throat slit by his cousin during a quarrel at a family get-together. The police are reporting that Mohammed and cousin were consuming alcohol with other family members when Mohammed became intoxicated. According to the police, around 18 hours, he began using foul language against his father and in the process started to hit him several times. The police said the suspect spoke to the man, but he continued to behave in the same manner. The suspect then became annoyed and armed himself with a knife. He then allegedly slit the throat of the 25-year-old man and made good his escape. The police were summoned to the scene. The bodies are at the Fort Wellington Hospital mortuary, awaiting a post-mortem.
Range. Iman Cosmetics is for every woman and features a line of skincare products and cosmetics including 16 foundation shades, powder, concealer, lipstick, blush, eyeshadow, highlighter and BB cream. Visit us at Lot 75 Swamp Section, Rosal Town. That's behind the market. Or call 337-4422 or 688-9249.
Sexual harassment is any unwelcome act, comment, gesture, or physical contact.
Street harassment is sexual harassment, but it is no joke. A woman's dress or behavior must not cause sexual harassment.
Sexual harassment is unacceptable, unwanted, unfair, and unlawful.
And in our COVID-19 crisis, the risk of violence and sexual harassment is even higher.
If you or someone you know is experiencing gender-based violence, family-based violence, or sexual harassment, contact the Women and Gender Equality Commission at 231-5276 or 231-5298.
Or put an anonymous note in the post office boxes at the Guyana Human Rights Commission Building, the Guyana Post Office Corporation, the National Library, the Georgetown Public Hospital, and the University of Guyana.
Caribbean rice, from the lush rice fields of Guyana, straight to your home. Caribbean rice, our people, our rice.
Let's say about Captain remanded after being accused of harboring his son and 3 other Mazaruni escapees. The accused Raphael Jones appeared before Magistrate Crystal Lambert in the Vredenhoek Magistrates Court and was not required to plead to the indictable charge. The court was told that the 60-year-old man of Lot 114 4th Avenue, Bartica, received, comforted, harbored, and maintained the escapees. The 4 prisoners, Imran Ramsawak, Kenrick Light, Samuel Gavaya, and Ryan Jones, are wanted by the police for escaping from the Mazaruni prison on February 16, 2021. Attorney-at-law Adrian Thompson appeared on behalf of Jones. The attorney told the court that Jones's son and the other escapees showed up at his home demanding food and money. Thompson said his client was fearful for his life, and if he had not helped the escapees, it could have cost him his life. Jones was refused bail and remanded to prison until March 5th.
Shh. It's your new secret. The all-in-one weapon for perfecting imperfections and capturing flawless skin. A lot of brands forget women of color or just don't understand that we come in all shades. From caramel to ebony, there's such a range. Iman Cosmetics is for every woman and features a line of skincare products and cosmetics including 16 foundation shades, powder, concealer, lipstick, blush, eyeshadow, highlighter and BB cream. Visit us at Lot 75 Swamp Section, Rosal Town. That's behind the market. Or call 337-4422 or 688-9249. Shh.
Family violence is violence directed at another family member.
It can be physical, verbal, sexual, and more. Family violence leads to despair, destruction, and death.
It can happen to both men and especially women from any background. Children are especially vulnerable. And the stress and isolation due to the COVID-19 pandemic can increase family violence. Family violence is illegal in Guyana. If you or someone you know is experiencing gender-based violence, family-based violence, or sexual harassment, contact the Women and Gender Equality Commission at 231-5276 or 231-5298.
Or put an anonymous note in the post office boxes at the Guyana Human Rights Commission Building, the Guyana Post Office Corporation, the National Library, the Georgetown Public Hospital, and the University of Guyana.
Caribbean rice from the lush rice fields of Guyana, straight to your home. Caribbean rice, our people, our rice.
The Guyana-Suriname ferry service returned over the weekend and will see Guyanese reunited with their loved ones here after the COVID-19 pandemic forced the suspension of the operation. The government of Guyana and Suriname have agreed to have the MB Sandaka available to allow for the reopening. Guyana's Minister of Public Works, Juan Egel, said what government is doing is ensuring a risk-free environment for staff and travelers. He noted that individuals will require a negative PCR test done within 72 hours of travel.
Both sides, having witnessed arrival and departure, we are quite satisfied that with a little bit of tweeting, we could significantly operate this service with the new arrangements and the new protocols in place. One of the big issues to me would be with the processing time. And we have to work on that because as a traveler myself, when you arrive at an airport or at a border location, the last thing you want is a long, drawn-out processing time. And while we have to follow all of the protocols and port health screening and so on, we want to be able to make sure that we significantly reduce that time. I think that is a observation that I would have made today. The second issue that I think we have discovered both on the Guyana side and on the Suriname side is getting the test done and results ready for departure. In Guyana, the Ministry of Health has approved a number of private sector providers, hospitals, who can do PCR testing. Please note, it's not the antigen test, it's PCR test that is required. My understanding is that here in the Berbice area, there are 2 facilities, private sector, in Rose Hall and in New Amsterdam. And for the Surinamese end, we'll have to find more information because the lab that was provided by my colleague is a lab in Paramaribo. But he has indicated to me that the Ministry of Public Health in Suriname would be helping with some of the testing.
The current ferry service will operate on Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.